I still remember the night we loved like forever was waiting for us at the end of the road. The kind of night where even the silence felt like music, where every glance carried the weight of something we never dared to name. It was ordinary by world standard, just two people walking on an empty street, the air thick with the scent of rain that hadn't yet fallen. But to me, it was extraordinary. 'Cause for a few fleeting hours I forget that we were temporary. You walked beside me, hands in your pockets, stealing glances you thought I wouldn't notice, and I foolishly, hopelessly, memorized the way your shoulders curved when you loved, the way your eyes softened when they caught mine. I wasn't in love with you, not entirely, but I was in love with the way you made the world feel lighter. With you, time did not seem cruel. It just existed, like the backdrop to something that felt infinite. We talked about nothing and everything, how you hated the sound of alarm clocks and secretly loved waking up early just to watch the city breathe. How I kept old train tickets and movie stops, convincing myself that they were pieces of a puzzle I'd one day put together. You teased me for being sentimental, and I teased you for pretending you were not. But in that teasing, in that exchange of words and smiles, we built a little world only we belonged to. And yet, underneath the laughter, I felt it, that quiet, aching awareness that none of this would last. We were too good at pretending that our world weren't already pulling us in opposite directions. Pretending that the universe had not written us a story meant for one chapter, not the whole book. But that night, I allowed myself to believe in the impossible. I let myself imagine that forever might look like with you. I picture lazy Sundays, mornings tangled in sheets, long drive with no destinations, the kind of comfort that comes with being known completely and still being chosen. I imagined us growing old together, fighting about stupid things like laundry and then laughing because nothing ever mattered more than coming back to each other. It was foolish, I know. But sometimes hope sneaks in like a thief, and for a moment, stolen moments, it convinces you that you are allowed to dream. You stopped walking at one point and turned to me and said, "You make everything feel like different." You didn't finish the thought, and I didn't press you to, because I knew you meant I was made life feel like softer, easier, less lonely. And maybe you knew too, that you made me feel the same. That was enough. It had to be. When the night ended, when we stood at the edge of goodbye, I wanted to tell you everything. That I could carry this memory like a secret folded into my chest. That even if tomorrow took us apart, I would still find you in sunsets and city lights and half-forgotten songs. That even if we weren't meant to last, you had changed me in ways I couldn't undo. But I didn't. I smiled instead. Gave you the kind of goodbye that looked casual, harmless, ordinary. Because sometimes love is not meant to be confessed. Sometimes it's meant to be felt in the silence, in the spaces between words, in the ways your hand almost brushed mine but didn't. Now when I think back to that night, it feels like a dream I once lived in, a fragment of a life that never fully belonged to me. But I treasure it all the same. The laughter, the silence, the unspoken words. Because in that fleeting moment, under the quiet city sky, I wasn't a stranger to happiness. And maybe that's what love is, after all. Not forever. Just moments. Fleeting, fragile, imperfect moments that make us wish we could stick a little longer. The night we forgot we were temporary will always be mine to keep.